To understand the dad, we must be that dad. Hello, Chaos Gang, and welcome back to my bullshit. Today we are back with some... Yeah, sing it for us. I finally realized to get the dads, we have to be a dad, and maybe I just wasn't implementing enough work into that. So today I come as a dad. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching, of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Hey bro, good morning! Hey, good to see you, man! I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. I have coffee. I'm literally a fucking dad today. You ready to kick some butt? Gotta stay posy, dude. I'm here to party. That's the spirit, my dude. Hey! We head into the gym and I am immediately intimidated. All these people look like they could break me in half, and I'd enjoy that. And it seems like Craig is friends with all of them? He high-fives and finger guns all the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be, walking. So, I know we are on treadmills. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. And Craig knows about fucking muscle mass. Come on, look at those neck veins. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using a medieval torture device, praying to some sort of pain god. Crushing skulls with thighs, because that's what we would like Craig to do to us. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them? Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. Oh! Did Craig just basically tell us he wants to crush our head with his skull and then shoot out a bunch of mini penises? Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How, long have you been doing the buff thing? A couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. Okay, we're doing good with Craig so far, so I don't want to mess this up. I don't know if it's gonna be the learning, but I feel like the hot dad bod, or not the hot bod, I guess it is a hot dad bod, is like a red herring. I feel like maybe Jimmy Buffett, that's a dad thing. The goal is to live with as few worries as I can muster. The lost shaker of salt was a metaphor. A metaphor about what? About not being able to shake salt onto something. Okay, he didn't give us anything. We're jogging now. Oh God, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broke a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my God, he is really bumping up the speed again. I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at the party and you've had to make me feel better? You tell me to create a distraction. So of course I do a sick cake stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic. So you run up to me post cake stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped up off the ground and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. Oh my God. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish, trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and we get him home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. This is great gym talk, great gym energy we're bringing, Craig. And the next he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. So we're already used to putting things in our hand that flop around. That one was bad. And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, are you okay? He cares about us. He asks if we're okay. Oh my gosh, he genuinely enjoys us. Look at his worried little face. He's so concerned. Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. Slowly taking off I am fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. Nice. You sure? Yeah. Why don't you just come home with me? Oh. All right, well, here, I brought you this. He brought us a gift? Don't fuck this up, Tom. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of a thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. You doubted our boy Craig? Wow, this is really good. Nice. And good for you. It's my special recipe. Pretty proud of it. What's so special about it? Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your, speed. No pun intended, bruh. Good one. Well, I'm gonna put some ice on this. Everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. You have a great dad bod, Tom. Don't even. You are sexy. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I am so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it in true dad fashion? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. New dad, new dad, new dad, new dad. Teacher dad, teach me how to suck your... I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Gotta smell fresh. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach asking for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Ugh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Ugh, fine. Up those stairs, up to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's classroom anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. Don't make me have a bad impression with new hot dad. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing. Burn! Fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Oh. Lucian. Oh, what's this guy's voice? Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? He's giving British. Oh, fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. Mr. Vega, more like Mr. Veins. Look at those hands. We're not cool. You must be Tom. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Wait, how are we 10 minutes late, but class is still going? How does that make sense? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. All right, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. I'll make my own sound effects here. The whole class erupts in laughter as Mr. Vega, for some reason, opens his mouth looking at me in the eyes. Oh. All right, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. I'm so sorry to the Brits. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings, all of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Sweet manchego. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook! Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know, budget cuts. Right. I like that vest. I like that fit. I like that hand in the pocket. You look scrumptious. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. Why do they call you Hugh Joe? I bet I could guess why they call you Hugo Joe. How many terrible dick jokes have I made in like just the time we've been here today? I don't normally do these impromptu parent/teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. I got crusties in my eyes. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student. I mean, she's a teenager. Why would she be engaged? But I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask if is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. I think we just moved. I feel like she's fine is blowing off the situation. I think she has a tendency to bottle things up is like her business to share if she chooses to. I feel like we just moved is like the nicest, safest answer. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town and Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
Oh.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. So he cares about our daughter. Okay, this is quite the dad. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes? They ever catch that rye? Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Vitali the whole time? I don't know who that is. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Let's go to the mall food court. Let's go to the mall food court. She deserves a treat. She deserves a treat. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Geez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall? She doesn't look excited about this. Will you buy me things? Now she's excited. I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do, and that's okay, the reassurance. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have dealt with similar situations, and maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share, and love ya. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it, and that is frustrating. I heard Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. Amanda, who is it? Is there a special someone? What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you... Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. Guys and girls can be friends, but by the way Amanda reacted, it is much more. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love ya, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of teens for loitering. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Language, Missy. Heck yeah! Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant food after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad, but also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent, cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Sorry, we know how he would have said it. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. I mean memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is when movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? No, Tom, I can't keep defending you. Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject, where to now? Want to go to that goth store? There was a goth daddy. I noticed last time that there was a goth daddy on the cover art. I'm sweating. You can't say goth store when I literally saw a goth daddy last time. What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. Ooh, dance a bit. Ooh, vampire teeth. Ooh, banana tea. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud? Speech! Amanda. Speech! 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Lancaster had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Oh, I wonder if instead of the goth dad, the goth teen that we ran into is gonna be here. And is gonna like bully Amanda or something. Also, Dead, Goth, and Beyond. What a great name. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh, hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band tees, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. Peruse the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs, check the clearance bin for hot deals. I feel like the dad would look at ironic mugs. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one #1 dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say it? Oh no. This whole time I thought I was the only one. If I'm not #1, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Okay, this is mystery, so this is a new character. Yes! I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
Oh, my.
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Yeah, that's his fucking voice. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I've sustained my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Oh, he's terrifying. Whatever, dude. I am immediately turned off by that interaction. He was being like that to a teenage cashier. Oh, I was so excited for Goth Daddy, and now I am less excited. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with the t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dad, Tron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. Cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up. Radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. Of course his name's fucking Damien. Oh my god. That's Damien. He's here like all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Well, I'm gonna end this episode here. It was very productive. We went on a Craig date. We met Mr. Vega, who I think I'm in love with, and we also met Damien, who I was excited to meet and now am wishing I never had. But, you know, first introductions, we'll see if he gets better with time. We'll see. We won't count him out yet. And I'm pretty sure there's still one more dad to meet. We'll look at the cover after this. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Okay, that's
Brian.
That one I forgot the name of, but we almost had sex with him. That's Mr. Youth Group Kronk. That's Mr. Vega. That's Damien. That's Craig. And I don't know who that one is. So there is one more father we have yet to meet.